So if it is your first time, guys, at Nkose Talk Shows, I am your love harmonist, and at Nkose Talk Shows, we help our audience find their own voice, lead from within. So leading where no footprint exists. There comes a moment in every destiny where the path stops being visible. No mentor has mapped it. No family member can fully advise it. No blueprint exists for what you carry. And yet, you still feel the pull. That pull is not confusion, it's calling. So letting when no footprint exists is for the person who is tired of copying what already exists and is ready to build what has never been done in the world. Their family, their industry, their community, and even within themselves. This kind of leadership is not loud, is brave, disciplined, spiritually anchored, emotionally intelligent, and deeply intentional. It's the leadership of pioneers, those who are going with while others need proof, those who walk by conviction when applause is absent, those who create pathways so others can finally breathe. If you've been feeling isolated, misunderstood, delayed, or stretched, it may not be failure. It may be frontier leadership. So, what do you need to do in order to be who you want to be? Accept that you are a pioneer. Pioneers often feel different before they feel confident. Acceptance stops you from trying to fit in with others. It helps you commit to your assignment. So what you need to do action-wise, I am not behind, I'm early. You need to write down, get a pen and paper. I'm not behind, I'm early. Where have you been judging yourself for not being normal? That's your reflection. Where have I been judging myself? Maybe thinking that others are better than I. So you need to reflect. Number two, anchor your leadership in purpose, not popularity. If you lead for applause, criticism will destroy you. But if you lead for purpose, options becomes background noise. Define your why in one sentence. Whatever we do, guys, we're not doing it because we want to get popular. When I decided that I am going to when I decided that I'm going to actually add value to my audience and do my little dance and just post my little dance to spread the happiness, because some people are not happy, they just need, some people have gone through so much pain, they just need that motivation. And for me, I realized for me to be where I am, someone took me there. To be where I am, to find my happiness within, someone took me there. So I was like, why not to take someone where I am? Find the happiness within. Shake your body, dance, value who you are. Maybe might make someone realize that actually, you know what? I'm so grateful with what I have. And God has been amazing in my life. So why shouldn't I be happy? Why shouldn't I thank him? And there were some people, I'm a CEO, there were some people were like, that will damage your brand. I was like, if it does, it means my brand would never existed. So because I knew in the spirit, I knew in my physical and in my spirit, I knew that for me to be where I am, someone dedicated their time to say, Nomsa, you can be happy. Even if you're not there with your a life because you want to be a billionaire, a trillionaire, you can be happy. So I was like, oh, okay then. So that's why I decided to anchor my leadership in purpose. And I don't care about popularity. I just, who are you, reflect, who are you trying to impress? Leadership is not about impressing guys. It's about sometimes you post things and sometimes people may not relate to it because they want you to post what they want to hear, or they want you to do the business that they are familiar with. But when you do something that stretches them, that makes them get uncomfortable, then they don't like it. So that's when you know you're doing something. So that is really, really important. Lead to lead while you learn. New territories requires learning on the above, on the move. Waiting to feel fully ready keeps pioneers stuck. Take the smallest step today, not the perfect one. It's 2026, guys. On reflection, what would you do if ready wasn't required? So those are the things that you need to ask yourself. If I wasn't required to be ready, if this word that is called perfection, if it didn't exist, where would my life be? So all these things are important for you to actually um, learn to lead while you learn. Let solitude refine, not to breaking. Isolation can either become your prison or your training ground. Guys, when you I see you are isolated. When you are a CEO, you're required to think. And sometimes you might have to be on your own. You have to think different. You have to be on your own. In solitude, you meet your true voice. When you meet that true voice, and that true voice is no longer looking for to be affirmed. That voice is looking for you to use it. So what is your solitude? What is your solitude trying to teach you? So I think that's the question you need to ask yourself. Stop seeking permission. Many pioneers, they delay because they want approval from people. They want people to approve who they are. They fear risk. But for me, I just feel that permission is a trap, guys. That's how I feel. That if I need people, if I need permission, if I need permission from people, that means I'm actually getting myself stuck. So you don't need permission from anyone. All you have to do is you just need to find the leaders. When I'm saying the leaders, they're people that motivates you, people that believes in you, believe in what you do. So they don't have to be, it doesn't have to be the whole world. Just few people who believes in you. Me, I have few. I have few that believes in me. And when those people, the people that believes in you guys, when they say they believe in you, they don't have to lie to you when they talk to you. They know your calling because they can feel it. So decide one thing you will do without asking anyone. Whose fear have you been calling wisdom? So expect resistance. It doesn't mean, expect resistance. It doesn't mean you're wrong. New path threatens your old comfort zone. Resistance is often a sign you are disrupting limits. So list 3 criticisms you faced. Reframe them as proof of growth. What truth are you willing to stand in alone? When I was going through human blood sacrifice, I had a chat. Yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm being told I'm going through human blood sacrifice. I'm thinking these people have gone mad. So then I'm meeting this psychiatric doctor that they have called because they thought I'd gone mad. And this psychiatric doctor now is English, one of the top psychiatric doctors in Oxford University, JR. So this man, he tells me, actually, no, sir, the human blood sacrifice exists. So he tells me that I have traveled around the world, no, sir. And I know you're telling the truth. So I'm like, he's gone mad too. But then I had to believe because he's white, he's English. So now I've got people, I've got my culture, someone that my Black community people telling me this, and I have a white community telling me one thing. But I had to make a decision. In that moment, I had to choose who is going to stand by me. I knew it wasn't going to be my mom. My mom can sell me out. There are parents who sacrifice their own children. The reason why I'm saying my mom can sell me out is she's human. I'm human as well. I can sell a member of my family out. So it wasn't going to be my mom or my parents or anyone. It was going to be God. And I knew that if God was on my side, God would then going to guide my mom to the right direction on how to support me. Because on my own, on my mother's own, she wouldn't be able to do that. So I had to ask God his hand. I cannot do this on my own. My mother cannot do this on her own. And the people that have stepped up to help me, they cannot do this on my own. That was my choice. I don't know your choice, what your choice is. You might not be a Christian. And I can tell you, I saw God's work. I saw God choosing individuals to support me. Even people that were meant to turn against me, he actually chose the people that were qualified as pastors, people were qualified in medical industry to actually stand with me. And they stood with me. And people, when they look at me, when they come to my show, they get confused. Nomsa, we don't relate to you. But this Nomsa was already inside of me when I was a child. That's who I was when I was a child. I had no fear. I was fearless. Fearless. When I go on stage, I was fearless. When I want to do something like I was young, when I wanted to practice for my music, I said to my parents, I'll go to my granddad after dinner, 8 o'clock, 9. I was young, and I'll practice till 1, till 2 a.m. in the morning. I go to school. But then now when you get older, that's when your head makes stories. Your head plays and you actually start trying to fit in with the world. You start fearing doing what you are meant to be doing. You start fearing and you start trying to fit in with people. So I had to, when everybody else was helping me, I had to make a choice, guys. I was willing to stand alone because Satan was fighting me in every avenue of my life. I was willing to stand alone. I look at the men that I love and I said to God, if he cannot stand with me, I'm willing to stand alone. I looked at my family, the way they were speaking. I looked at my friends, the people that I called friends. They didn't believe in me. But I said to God, I'm willing to stand alone. Only you, if you can guide me through where I need to go. Allocate people that can take me to where I need to go. And those people dedicated their lives, their time. They made an effort to make me feel loved, to make me feel that I can be great, I can be who I wanted to be. It was tough. When I'm talking about it now, people think it's easy. When I come out and say, I went through human blood sacrifice, people say she's gone mad. But I had people who were supporting me, people who had PhDs, who qualified, who dedicated their time to say, Nomsa, do this, do that. I had to do as I was told. And Satan was coming strong. But I wasn't willing to negotiate. I wasn't willing to fit in with the friends that tells me that I'm not good enough. I wasn't willing to fit in with a man that says my dreams are too big or my dreams don't make sense, or a man that tells me that I'm too much. I wasn't willing. Life, it didn't make sense. I was willing to do some research every single day. When Satan was coming in hard, I will go and do some research for my degree. I will write an assignment and get a 90% or a 70% or 100%. I was willing to do that because God was there. So you have to make a choice, guys. I don't know what you're willing to do. Maybe it's marriage in 2026. Maybe it's marriage you want to find. What are you willing to do in order to find that guy, that woman that you desire? Maybe you just need to shift your mindset. What people know you as, maybe you need to shift that little thing and maybe rewrite your story. Maybe just shift your mindset and become who you want to become. Maybe you just need to shift your mindset. You just need to let go of some friends. Maybe you just need to let go of some members of your family that follow you later. Maybe you need to stop explaining and just say, God, hold my hands. Take me to where you need me to be. That's what I had to do. I had to say, God, take me to where I need to be. I was willing to do whatever was necessary. When I was doing my degree, guys, it was then my life was dark. Satan had entered. Someone wanted my blood. But when they explained, when everybody else was explaining, this is what I was going through, I said, God, what do you want to do with me? And that's when I had to depend on God. I was no longer negotiating with people that didn't believe in me. Even today, guys, I'm not negotiating. That's why when I come online, I'm not looking for views. I'm looking for that one person that is willing to go and find true love. I teach them how to go and find that true love. I'm looking for that person that wants to turn their bloodline from nothing to a billionaire, to something that there is never done in their bloodline. Those are the people that I'm looking. I'm not looking for someone to view my videos. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for views. I'm looking for someone that says, Nomsa, my life is in stagnance, and I need to do something. For me to survive, guys, I had to do something. I had to fight Satan. People think Nomsa, she's mad. I had to go mad. I had to say, okay, Satan, this is what you do. Satan's job is to kill, to destroy, to steal. So what do I need to do now? I need to fight my battles. And then I had to understand who God is. The minute I understood that God can kill for my sake, God can fight any battle for my sake, God can make me more intelligent, God can make me a billionaire, God can raise me from nothing and put me to the kingdom. If I wanted to marry a king, God can grant me that. I can be a queen to restore my bloodline, but I wasn't looking for that. I wanted God to make me great. I wanted God to make me something for me to restore everything that was stolen in my bloodline. And Satan was not willing to let me do that. And I said, God, show me a secret that can make me fight the enemy. And the first thing that God showed me was, stop trying to fit in with anybody. Stop trying to explain. Stop trying to wanting people to get you. People will never get you. Those who get you is the one that you're going to sit on that table. In the boardroom, when you sit in that boardroom, they would understand you. But anybody else will not understand you. Is the man that is going to want you, the man that will understand you, is the man that has had enough of nonsense of poverty, is the man that wants to rise and become who he wants to become, because rising to become who you want to become, it comes with a price. That's what I had to learn. That a man that will understand you, Nomsa, a man who doesn't understand you, they'll try to tell you that your dreams are too small, your dreams are too big. They'll tell you that you are not good enough. They will not tolerate the pain, because going to the next level, it requires you to go through pain. And I said, God, take my life to where I need to be. But my life in that process was tested. My love life was tested. My business life was tested. My insecurities were tested. My character was tested. The love of God that I say, when I say I love God, Lucifer tested that love. That relationship with me, with God, it was tested. I had to go through pain. You see, my skin now is glowing. But my skin had to go dark like my hair. If you go and look at my photos, because Lucifer was cooking me in hell. So what I'm trying to say to you guys, build your inner validation. Don't expect people to validate you. Build your inner validation. External praise is unstable. Inner validation makes you unshakable. Start a wins journal. Record daily progress. Do you trust your own voice? I had to find my own voice, and people did not like it. When I found my own voice, people didn't like it. People were taking me for coffee, saying, Nomsa, stop saying this, stop doing this. And I was like, shutting me up. This is who I am. Accept this, the me. This is the me. Had suffered enough. I had suffered enough for people telling me that I wasn't good enough. I have suffered enough telling myself that I'm black. No one is going to listen to me. That was my head telling me, Nomsa, you are black. If you do a Facebook live, nobody's going to listen to you. Because I believed that I wasn't good enough. But until I built my inner voice, now when my inner voices speak, I don't have to worry about what I'm saying. I don't have to worry about anybody. People have called to social services watching my show. And I said to them, does God exist? He does. Does Lucifer exist? He does. Before I read the Bible, I didn't know he existed until he tortured me. And that's when I came to reality. When God saved me, I thought the Bible was just written. I go to church, I sit on the chair. I thought the Bible was just written, it's just a culture. I thought the Bible was a culture. When we go to church, it's my culture. Until someone decided they wanted to sacrifice me. But that person, they helped me to realize that I was something greater than I thought I was. But when God said no to my death, when God chose me, when he chose to love me, when he said, Nomsa, you don't have to be anything to come to me, for me to love you, to protect you. Come as you are, with your burden, with your insecurities. I'm not just preaching, guys. I don't want you guys to say, Nomsa, she's preaching. No, with my burden. Because before, I'll go to the bed, to my bathroom. I'll bath. Take 2 hours. Putting makeup, fake hair, making sure that my fake hair matched my eyelashes. My eyebrows, I wanted to look good. My handbag has to match my high heels. Because I wanted to, when I step outside, I wanted people to say, wow, she's gorgeous. But inside, I was feeling my insecurity were hunting me. I had no voice. I didn't know how to communicate with people. I didn't know how to voice my want. I didn't know how to create goals, to do what I needed to do. I didn't know that. Until I stopped getting ready for 2 hours. I carried down for 45 minutes. Another hours, I used them to work on myself, find my own voice. In those moments, that's when I realized what's on the inside of me, it was greater than what's on the outside. I had to be who God created me to be. And I can tell you guys, I have a proof that people don't like it when you become something that they don't recognize, when you become greater, when you want to move on from nobody and wanting to build your life, people don't like it. It's not that they don't like it, they freak out because they don't recognize that person. But for me, this person, I recognize it straight away because that person had been shrink inside of me. I decided to shrink myself. But when I decided that I was going to find my own voice, when I decided that to not to let people affirm who I could be and just to depend on God and let God do his work and bring my helpers to me. Remember, when God does his work, Satan does his work too. He will bring people to manipulate you. He will bring people to squish you, to bring you down. He'll bring people to bring you down, or he would destroy any avenue of your life. For me, it was my finances. He destroyed my finances, but you know what? I said, the person that is finding a voice cannot be destroyed, because I stand in truth. I stand in God to what I believe in. And I believe that God can make me who I'm supposed to be if I obey. And I say to Satan, however the weapon that you use, I have something greater than the weapon of Satan, which is the mighty, which is the God Almighty. And that was the weapon that I was willing to do. He tried to put sickness. I went to the doctors, and the doctors investigate for cancer. I said, listen, doc, I don't have cancer in my bloodline. So I'm not going to allow somebody telling me that you suspect cancer. No. And I said, I need to go and pray. I'll come back. We'll do another test. I'm pregnant, 9 months pregnant. The doctor, I walk into the doctor, for checkup, the doctor consultant. He turns against me like that, shouting at me. I opened the door. She didn't realize because she was shouting, she was under influence of Satan. Open the door for people to hear, for the witnesses that were sitting to hear what she was saying. I recorded her on my phone. She went on and on. That's the work of Satan, guys. After I finished, God says to me, now, Nomsa, I'd reported to this doctor. Now he says, God says, if you go ahead with this doctor is getting stripped. His medical 6 years of study or 8 years of study, he will get stripped. She will get stripped. What do you want to do with this audio? What do you want to do with this evidence? I'd reported her. I had every evidence. In United Kingdom, you cannot shout or shame a 9 months pregnant woman. You can't do that. They are very, very strict. And then I had to make a decision. I said, God, I'm going to listen to you. I'm not going to go ahead with this. I had to withdraw. Although people were saying it, I had to withdraw the accusation. Because God said, so I said, God, walk with me. And God walked with me. This character that I am, it's not my character. I'm sharing with you guys because people spend time in nonsense. People spend time wanting everybody to applaud them. Oh, you did well, Nomsa. When they don't, it means your work is not good enough. That's what people feel. No, it's no. You keep going. Even when life does not make sense, you keep going. Clarify your values before you choose your strategy. Once you've written your journal, now you need to clarify your values. Methods change, values must not. Values keep you clean, consistent, and respect. Choose your top 5 leadership values. What will you never sacrifice to succeed? For me, I will never ever sell other leaders out. I will never sacrifice those who stand by me. I will always honor them. Even if they've wronged me, I will always honor them because that's what God taught me. Develop spiritual discernment. When no footprint exists, you must rely on spiritual clarity and wisdom and not the noise. Reduce inputs, less scrolling, more stillness. Be still. What confusing you? Lack of guidance or too many voices. On my phone, if you scroll on my phone, in every like a calendar, in every date, I have something that reminds me, guys. Where's my calendar? I think it's on my other phone. Oh, all phones have calendar. So this one, you see, I have Exodus 14, verse 14, each day. The Lord will fight for you. You need to only be still. Meaning, if I meet you, you give me some attitude, I don't have to fight you. I don't have to waste my time. If you don't believe me, I don't have to waste my time fighting you. The Lord will fight for you, Nomsa. It's in each and every date until the end of February. When it comes to March, I have to put that scripture again. It's to remind me what is important in my life. People are very, very important in my life because I will not be where I need to be without people. People are my business. But for me to have the right people, this is where God comes in. Because Lucifer has his audience, remember. God has his audience. If you don't belong to God, this might hurt you guys. If you don't belong to God, you belong to Lucifer. This might hurt you. If you tell me that, Nomsa, I don't believe in mumbo jumbo stuff, I don't believe in God, it means you believe in Lucifer, because these two, both the spirit exist. So that means you belong to one of them. So he has his audience, God has his audience. So meaning that if I need to succeed, I need the Holy Spirit to guide me through. I need God to guide me through. I need, and that Spirit, the Holy Spirit is within me. The Spirit of God lives within me, guys. I don't have to go and find it somewhere else. The kingdom of God, I was looking for it somewhere else until I realized heaven is within around me. I can create my own heaven or I can create my own hell, meaning the decisions that I make, they define who I become tomorrow. So I decided that God guide me through, bring the right people to my life. So I don't know your choice, what you decide to do. Develop, when you create a vision, you can explain that vision in a very simple way. If you can't explain your vision, that you build it, simplifies it by create some momentum and unity. Or you can ask someone to simplify it for you. Describe your vision in 10 words. What part of your vision is still foggy when you describe that vision? Start with what you have. Whatever you do in life, start with what you have, guys, in order to succeed in life. Pioneers don't wait for ideal tools. They build with the available resources and upgrade along the way. Inventory your current skills network, time and tools. What are you overlooking? What are you overlooking as a person because it feels too small? What are you overlooking? Design a structure for your life, not just for your dream. Unstructured life drains, like unstructured life, it drains your purpose. But your dream needs a container. How are you going to structure your life? Build a weekly routine that protects your energy. What keeps sabotaging your consistency? Is it the people or do you sabotage it yourself? Manage your emotional like a leader. Your emotions like a leader. And proceeds, emotions become leaders' lakes, leadership's lake. Emotionally, maturity is power. Name what you feel before you react. What emotions controls you most? Master the art of recovery. Pioneers get tired. Recovery is not laziness. It's leadership maintenance. Schedule rest the same way you schedule your work. Do you rest without guilt? I have a 4 hours sleep, guys. I'm very transparent with my sleep. I have 4 hours sleep every day. But during the day, if I'm feeling tired, my body says, Nomsa, I'm tired. I have a nap. I don't care who calls me. I don't care whatever is happening. I have a nap. I'll give myself that time to rest. So that is important. If you go on social media, guys, and you have a look at my social media, I personally run my own social media. No one does it for me. I do it myself. All the designs, I do it myself. The videos, I do it myself. But if someone does it for me, I may not understand the language. The reason why I do it myself, it doesn't take me a long time. It takes me a very little time. Very, very little, because I know what I need to post. I know what I need to do. I just do it myself. But if I was to ask somebody to do it first, I have to explain, and I have to do it, and they have to think about how to design professional, this, professional, that, and that's wasting my time. So I decide I'm just going to keep it simple and be who I am. Build confidence through evidence, not hype. Confidence grows when you keep promises to yourself. Keep promises to yourself. Set a small daily commitment and keep it for 7 days. Where have you been breaking trust with yourself? Decide your standards. You don't rise to wish, you rise to your standard. Standard protects your future. Right standard for time, relationship, work quality. What must change because you are becoming and you require it? Separate fear from intuition. Fear seems, intuition guides discernment, the difference. So ask, is it fear about danger or discomfort? What discomfort have you mistaken for danger? Choose your courage repeatedly. Courage isn't one big moment. It's a daily decision. Have the courage each and every single day to make a decision. Do one thing today that scares you slightly. What would you bravely look like? What would your bravely look like this week? So, and write that down. Learn to be misunderstood without becoming bitter. Pioneers are often seen wrong before they are seen clearly. Bitterness ruins the mission. Practice responding with calm, not defense. Where are you trying too hard to be understood? I myself have been misunderstood. People had to call social services because I was being misunderstood. People did not understand who I am, who I decided to be. Until I said to social services, if you want to understand my language, go and listen to my father in the Lord, which is Dr. Olukoya and Pastor James Kawalia. And I said to this woman, Pastor James was one of the biggest witches in Africa. So if I come and talk to you and say witches don't exist, you tell me that they don't exist. but my pastor was one of the biggest one. He would tell you that he destroyed people's life when he was a witch, but now he's no longer a witch, he's a pastor. And when it comes to my language, Dr. Olukoya is one of the biggest pastors in around the world. He's even been to White House for what he does, because people think, did you actually go to university and acquired your PhD to teach people about demons? He said, yes, I did. So people don't understand my language. Because when I acquired Lucifer, I do understand the demons. I do understand ancestors. And now the language people don't understand it, but it always existed. In the olden days, in 1,000 years, it always existed. The people don't understand it. But in a later way, later future, later, they will understand it. Because once people, they don't understand, once they follow you and they say, oh, we didn't know this thing existed. It exists. So many things exist. You can speak for your life. You can, if whatever you go through in life, you can speak. Your voice has authority. And those are the things that I did not know, that actually my voice has authority. I didn't know that. I had speakers, these motivational speakers, Tony Robbins. I had them speak. I didn't know that I have a voice until I came face to face with Satan. That's when I realized that actually I have authority within my life. God has given me that authority. So what I'm trying to share with you guys is create your own matrix of success. If you allow society for measurement, you'll abandon your assignment. Define what success means for your reason, for your season. Are you chasing real purpose or borrowed pressure? What does success look like to you? And do it. Once you decide what success looks like, just do it. Don't follow society. Don't follow everybody, what people are saying. Just do what you have to do. Because if you look at my character, not everybody else should be doing what I'm doing. I love dancing. If you look at it on social media, some people started dancing, but it's not their calling. So there are things that every character is different. So find your own character that actually, you can't, actually the character, you don't find it. Your character is already within you. You ask God to unleash anything that is within me. The character, any good character that I have shrinked, unleash it. Ask God to help you to unleash it. Ask God any hidden secret about your character, your identity, about who you are supposed to be. Your destiny, guys, is not about poverty. Your destiny is not to go to work 9 till 5 working for somebody else. That's not your destiny. If it is your destiny, you find your destiny. Who are you supposed to be? Your destiny is not just to have children, get married, and your husband or your wife become a vision. That's not your destiny. If you don't have a purpose in life, your wife becomes your vision. And you start annoying that woman. Your husband becomes your vision. You start annoying them because you have no purpose in life. So what is your vision? Define it. Don't let the society people tell you. Me, I'm very, very lucky, guys. I honor my parents so much because my parents, they don't tell me who I'm supposed to be. They let me find myself. Build a relationship with aligned people. Not everyone is meant to walk with you. Align creates peace and the acceleration. So mentor up, sideways, and down. Pioneers need wisdom, guys. Above, support besides, and impact below. Identify one mentor or pair, one person you can help. Where are you trying to do everything wrong? Learn to communicate your vision with empathy. People don't follow ideas, they follow leaders who make them feel safe and inspired. Speak to people's fears and hopes, not just your plan. What do people feel like when they are around you? Make decisions with integrity when no one is watching. Hidden choices shape public outcomes. Integrity builds legacy. Identify one private habit to correct. What would the highest vision of you choose? Document your process. Your journey becomes someone else's map. Documentation turns pain into purpose. Write weekly lesson you've learned. What story are you surviving that will later serve others? Expect growth pains. Never levels your capacity. Pain isn't always punishment, it's expansion. Stop personalizing the discomfort. Start interpreting it. What is growing in you right now? Build a phototype, not a fantasy. Leaders they lead in new territories, they test themselves. So create a small vision of your big idea this month. What would that be? What are you delaying by overthinking? Learn from failure quickly. Failure becomes fatal only when you refuse to learn. After setback, ask, what is the lesson? What mistakes keeps me repeating? Like what mistakes that keeps me in one cycle? Protect your mind from sabotage. Process my God focus. Distractions are destiny thieves. Limit your biggest distraction daily, each and every single day. Protect your mind from sabotage, people who are sabotaging it. Lead with service, not ego. True leadership lifts others. Ego builds tower, service builds a nation. I said this to Satan. Satan wanted me to have egos. And I said to him, do you know how long it takes me to pray? Do you know how long it takes me to connect with God? Do you know how long it takes me to think my ideas, to write them down, to bring them to reality? And you want me to go and have egos, not to help my friends and my family, not to help people around me, but to show people that I am better than you. And I said to Satan, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to help people to become who they want to become without ego. I'm not going to do that. But there were people around me who he used, and they were willing to show me that, Nomsa, you are nothing. And I was like, okay, but I have something that is mighty, that is greater than I, which is God. And I understood the pain of success. The pain of success requires you to go through pain, to go through loss. It requires you to fall. It requires you, when you fall, it requires you to look and say, where did I go wrong? And for me to be where I am today. For me, when I fell, I said to myself, I never included God in my plans. Some of my plans, God was there. But some of my plans, God was never there. So I had to learn to include God in my whole plan. I had to learn to serve with grace, not with egos. I had to learn to understand that whatever I do, Satan will always be trying to stop me. Those are the things that I had to understand. I had to understand that Satan can turn the love of my life to my enemy. I had to understand that Satan can use my children. And he did. When I was sitting down with that social services, when she's busy writing down, I'm thinking, what am I doing here? What brought me this? What brought me to this situation? But I understood one thing. I understood that my life was going to the next level, and Satan did not like it. And I understood that I needed to fight my battles. When you see me dance, guys, I need to clarify something. When you see me dance, that's what I do when I'm fighting the enemy. I have no mercy. And I know that when the enemy enters my life, he has no mercy with me. The enemy comes to destroy. It comes to steal. It comes to distract. So I'm aware. So I don't want you guys to see that life is all about dancing. Life is all about this. Life is all about that. Life is about you understanding who you are, where you need to be, what you need to be in order to get to that level, and how much is going to cost you to get to that level. Because Satan will not be celebrating when God takes your life to the next level. So for me to do whatever is necessary, my character, my mindset has to be ready. And that's why I was able to fight Satan. Even today, Satan does not just come and go. He checks when the door of opportunity is open. He tries to enter. He uses those that you love the most. He will never go and use someone that he hasn't. He uses those that you love. And those that you love, they will be willing to sell you out. So now the character that you need to have is, when the person that I love, a member of my family, they sell me for some pieces of gold, what character do I need to be? Who do I need to be in those moments? Do I need to blame? No, I need to fight. Become consistent, not occasional. Create a legacy thinking. Teach others how to walk the path you created. Leader is measured by what grows after them. Turn one lesson into a teaching post or talk or workshop. Who is waiting for your example? Stay humble. New territory requires teachable. Pioneers might remain student. Prize freezes progress. Pride freezes progress. Be humble. Ask for feedback for a trusted friend. Where do you resist correction? Don't just survive the journey. Make it, name it, teach it. Leave light behind. Write a pioneer manifesto of your leadership. What makes you live so others don't feel? What make how we live here? So just do what you have to do as a person to get to where you need to be. But take egos out. That's important. And also continue loving yourself and value yourself. Whatever you do in life, always value yourself and value those people around you. Those who take your life to the next level, always honor them. May God bless you guys. If you are watching me from any part of social media, please, YouTube, subscribe to our channel. On Facebook, we have 2 groups. I'm also on Twitter, guys. You can follow me on TikTok, actually. And TikTok is one of the hell of social media platform. I'm still working on it, but I'm on TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok. I'm going to put my link on my social media, on my Facebook, so you guys can follow me on TikTok. I'm just, I don't know what kind of a platform is TikTok, but it's very good. It's a very good platform. I'm getting used to it. So I'm sure I will like it as soon as I get used to it. So follow me there. I'm under my company, not my name. And you won't miss my brand is just, you will know it's Nomsa. And I just put my dancing video, 2 of my dancing videos, so you guys can identify that. Oh, that's Nomsa. So you can follow me. Join 2 groups. We have 2 groups: Unique Billionaire Mindset and Gossip Talk Shows. Live with grace, everyone. And please do sign up. If you are looking for love, please do sign up to the on the website. And if you are looking for coaching, please do sign up. May God bless you. Live with grace. I'll see you on the other side.